Citywest for the world's biggest kickboxing extravaganza, now in its 27th year. Small beginnings, but it's grown into the world's largest, the 27th Irish Open Kickboxing. Well, JC Cashman is with me this year as part of our commentary team alongside myself and Damien Gormley. And what is it about this event, JC, that is so special?
Well, I suppose we've got several reasons. First off is the prestigiousness of the event. Like you said, it's 27th year, so it goes back a long history in our sport. Also, it's part of the World Series League, and this is one of the World Cups, and the biggest World Cup with somewhat nearly 4,000 registrations from all over the world. And also, a big point to mention is this event is all run for charity as well, for the ISPCC, so we all know that we're part of doing something, a really good cause as well.
And now it's time, we're ready for the action. So first man onto the tatami for tonight's gala at the Irish Open, Liam Holden of Great Britain. A brilliant prospect. But all the home interest is in Nathan Kelly, and it really is home interest from just down the road, literally, Tala Martial Arts.
I think we need to give him his real title, Will. He's Nate the Great Kelly, and he's such a good kid. Fights with great integrity. Looking forward to this one.
There is tremendous home support for Nathan Kelly.
An extremely popular kid in the Irish circuit.
So it's Liam Holden of Great Britain. He is in the blue and grey against Nathan Kelly, all in the black, and already knocked in the opening seconds of this opening round. Men's light contact up to 52 kg. It's the first ever final at an Irish Open for Liam Holden, but Nathan Kelly here 2 years ago, due to the deluge when everyone was snowed in, he got on the gala bill and he won, and he was brilliant that night, and he's looking to be again here.
Yeah, he's a really, really good kid. Nathan fights point fighting, light contact, does some jiu-jitsu out of SPG, but mainly when in kickboxing terms, he fights out of Tala Martial Arts under the guidance of Dave Heffernan and Martin Bannon.
So at the moment, 2 of the 3 judges scoring it Holden's way, mainly because of the knockdown very early on. And the other judge has them all square. So it's 2-0 that Holden leads by, and now Kelly has brought this fight level. He leads on one of the judges' scores, Holden on the other, and the third has it all square. And what an atmosphere in this packed Citywest Hotel Arena. Kelly downed again.
Yeah, more of a push that time. Very cagey fight, JC.
Yeah, this is to be expected, I would say, though. Like, you don't want to give out too much early on in the fight, you know, stamina-wise and everything else. You want to be able to last the round.
Absolutely.
But, you know, they're picking it up now.
We're going to the end of round 1.
And Holden now leads on all 3 judges' scores at the end of this opening round.
Liam Holden's trying to G up the GB crowd here to counteract this Irish crowd.
Yeah, fight away from home, you know, home sport is always a big thing, but I'm sure it's not phasing Liam. You can see he's well focused, ready for this second round.
Yeah, this is it. This is the final round now. Older cadet men -52 final of the Irish Open 2020. Good exchange for Nate Kelly. Pulled it back on one scorecard, 2-1 at the minute.
Liam Holden from Bristol, he's only 15 years old. Rocco World's gold in Italy 2 years ago, coached by Sharon Gill. A European silver medalist also. He's a reigning world champion. But Kelly looking to fight back. Holden is 2-1 up, and then with that point has managed to take the lead on all three judges' scores. Not done on a round-by-round basis in this, the scoring, but in terms of what the judges say overall.
With 40 seconds left, Nate Kelly needs a lot of work to pull this back, JC.
Yeah, but as we've seen, we've seen all this weekend at the championships, it ain't over until those last bells go. So, we're on tight scorecards at the moment, so I can see it swinging one way or another in this last 30 seconds.
Kelly came in with a couple of good lefts, and now trying to bring the score down, but he's only got 20 seconds to go.
Extremely good ring management there from Liam Holden. The way he's moving, using the ring, keeping his distance, just trying to see out the fight with 12 seconds left here. He's 3-0 up on all scorecards. Could be too far for Nate. But he's a good kid, he'll be back another day.
Holden holding on.
And he's won it.
And Liam Holden gets the victory.
Very good fight.
3 judges in his favour, and he gets the win, and a fine win as well for top 10 UK, the man from the West Country. What a fine victory. Excellent win. Junior points fighting. Up to 79 kg, Mattis Rankis of Ireland, based in Selbridge in Kildare. He's in the blue, up against Ben Walsh of Canada, who is Hamilton, Ontario based, and he's really going in the offensive early on from the United Family Martial Arts, bronze medalist in the Irish Open in 2018. He fought a lot of events last year, won a couple of fights in this category, but finished in 9th. As for Mattis Rankis, he's the 2-in-a-row All-Ireland Junior Champion, Junior World Championship runner-up in 2016 in Ireland, and bronze in the Worlds in 2018.
One of our most improved fighters in Ireland, I'd say, Will. And we've got Ben from Canada, coached by the infamous Trevor Nash, an absolutely outstanding fighter, fought as part of the All-Star team, and his team is Team United from Canada. And really, really good fighting family. Sister Chelsea, multiple Irish Open champion. Trevor himself, Irish Open champion. So I think Ben's in good hands.
So 2-2 and points early on, and Rankis has got that as well. So 3-2 in Rankis's favour, and Welsh tying it up at 3 apiece.
Ooh, clash, forearm. Maybe the medic.
Might be needed.
Yeah, there was just a clash. Forearm.
Ben Welsh's Raymond Daniels in his corner as well.
Yeah, Trevor Nash fought for the All-Stars for many years. Raymond, be a good friend and former teammate, and now they do some coaching together. So yeah, really, really strong corner there.
And a bit of a nosebleed to deal with.
The KBI doctor, Maura Grummel, looking after him there. One of our best volunteers. This lady works incredibly hard for kickboxing and martial arts in Ireland.
Well, the medical officer has had a look, and Ben Welsh is able to continue for Canada. We resume at 3 points apiece.
Oh, lovely side kick.
Welsh 4-3 up off the back of that. Trying to get a hit into the midriff earlier.
Point each.
Means that Welsh leads by 5-4, and he's looking to get in the ascendancy now by 2, getting on the front foot. Still there was 5-4 in favour of
Great,
Welsh.
very, very good attacking back fist from Mattis, bringing this match all square.
Rankis was born in Lithuania, moved to Ireland at the age of 3. He's come through the full Irish system, and that is going to have to be checked again by the medical officer. Score is 5 each.
The crowd are starting to pick up. Oh, very well timed shot from Mattis Rankus over the leg. As we get to no score.
Well, he's 6-5 up from the previous attack, and he is 6-5 up at the end of that opening round.
Mattis Rankus 6, Ben Welch 5.
Ben Welsh has been receiving treatment on that nose again ahead of this second round. There is concern. The medical officer's had another look.
He's very conscious of that fact, hence as quick as he can away from the doctor.
He's got 110 seconds to try and reach the end. And
that's a really well-timed shot from Mattis Rankus over the leg again. His best weapon, JC, in this fight so far.
Yeah, definitely. One of my own fighters lost to Rankus today, and he's just such an all-round tidy fighter as well.
Yeah, very good timing over the leg. Welch is coming on the attack though, 8-5 to Ireland, so Ben needs to up his game here if he's going to catch up to Mattis. Minute and a half left.
I think that's the point there you just said as well, that this game, this sport, is much more than just kicking and punching.
Absolutely.
It's watching out for the timing, the strategy and everything as well.
Oh, another great score, back fist to the head. We could have an issue with the bleeding here. That was a perfect shot. Fantastic work.
We've got 1 minute 15 seconds to go, and Mattis Rankus did a fantastic job there. Another little clear of the nose. That's all it is this time. But Ben Welsh is in a big spot of bother here. He's been a bronze medalist previously at an Irish Open, going on the offensive there, but he's 8-5 down now. It's a brilliant counter by Mattis Rankus.
He needs to up his game or it'll be a silver this year. Mattis will be taking the gold.
A minute to go. That's another scoring strike by Mattis Rankus. He's 9-5 up, and that is 10-5 it becomes now. And he's picking these points off tremendously.
Oh, great counter shot.
In big trouble. 11-5 for Mattis Rankus for Ireland.
The Irishman from BMA, Bushido Martial Arts. I don't think there's any coming back from this for Ben Welsh, JC.
No, this is a tough one. Like, we've seen it done before in the past, but Rankus, he's got his timing on him. Ben's not able to put his foot on him in any way. So yeah, we can't rule him out, but it's going to be a tough one coming back now.
Well, he's got 6
points. Another brilliant score from Mattis, 12-5. I think it's the first goal of the night for Ireland, Will.
.30 seconds remaining. He's leading by more than double scores. It's 12-5.
So that score doesn't count. He lost his balance, fell on the floor, so it's still 12-5. Good counter shot from Ben Welsh. He's not giving up without a fight.
Welsh is managing to get a couple of extra points on the board. Rankus with a counter. 13-6 it is now, and 12 seconds remaining. And Welsh has run out of time. He's been in big pressure tonight with the nose, with the scoring as well. Welsh got the last point, but Mattis Rankus gets the win for Ireland, 13-7, and that was a terrific win for the man out of Bushido Martial Arts, Celbridge in County Kildare, 13-7, and that was quite comprehensive in the end for Rankus.
Yeah, good fight. That very well fought tactically over that leg. Excellent fight. A good gold medal for Ireland. Crowd loved it.
It's been a long journey, training every day, working my butt off every day. It wouldn't be possible with my coaches and my family.
Oh, brilliant, good call out. And have you fought Ben before? Is that the first time you guys have matched up?
That's the first time I met him, and it's the first time I won the Open. So I'm buzzing.
The first ring action of the night. It is the K1 women up to 60 kg Deirdre Begley, who's become very well known in MMA over the last couple of years, stepped away from kickboxing for a while, but now back in the ring in this for this Irish Open final.
Yeah, Dee Begley used to fight, light contact was her main tatami sport, her main kickboxing sport.
Stella Hemmetsberger from Salzburg of the Austrian national team, bronze medalist in the World Championships in Sarajevo at the end of last year. She's been a junior European champion at K1 in 2017. It's her first Irish Open final, but she's never won a senior World Cup event, best placing bronze at the Hungarian Open. So here we go, 3 rounds in K1. Deirdre Begley in the red headgear of Ireland, West Cork Kickboxing Club against Stella Hemmetsberger of the Austrian national team. She's from Salzburg, and already Begley on the offensive, and she scored on one of our judges' cards. The other two have this level at the moment.
Yeah, Deirdre
Begley
Begley's
wading in.
Yeah, she's on the offensive, Will, controlling the centre of the ring and landed a few shots. She's 2-1 ahead in the scorecards, and I would agree with that.
Begley, former European Championship silver medalist and a World Championship bronze medalist before moving to MMA. Needs to get the strap and the headgear back fixed. She's been in MMA the past 2 years, has trained under Conor McGregor's coach, John Kavanagh. And kickboxing, a teammate of Lily Delacour, who's had some brilliant successes the past few years as well. Connections on both sides of court.
Two very strong leg kicks there from the Austrian. Puts her in front. Oh, great counter shot back from Begley. This is going to be a close one.
That's what Hemmetsberger has been looking to do. She's 4-2 ahead on 2 of the judges' cards, and it's 3-2 to Begley in the other, but Hemmetsberger leading overall by 2-1. It's down to the 3 judges.
Good counter shot.
Hemmetsberger is in her first Irish Open final. She was here last year but didn't make the decider. She's won the Austrian Classic Juniors, bronze in the Hungarian Open World Cup event there. She's been a junior European champion. Begley succeeding, getting on the podium in World and European Seniors.
Yeah, that was on tatami, Will. This is a whole different ball game, but Dee Begley's really holding her own here.
It's pretty tight on all the cards.
Very
but
close.
At the moment, Hemmetsberger is leading on 2. The other is all square, 2-0 at the moment to Hemmetsberger in terms of the judges as we reach the end of this opening round.
The Austrian is really hunting for the leg kicks, so it's important for Dee to keep her distance and keep using the rings. I think her ring management is better, so if she continues to move like she is, she should be okay. But then again, she's 2 down on the scorecards.
So into round 2.
That's a brilliant front kick.
Hemmetsberger is down.
Brilliant front kick. Executed perfectly.
It's given Begley the lead on our 3rd judges card by 6-5, but Hemmetsberger leads by 2 on the other 2 judges scores, and she's 2-1 up overall, but that was a great strike by Begley. Hemmetsberger wasn't down for long, straight back up.
Hemmetsberger's hunting for those leg kicks, JC. They would wear a fighter down over a 3-round fight.
Yeah, and they're scoring as well. You know, all of these shots are scoring, so if it goes to 3 round, which, you know, these ladies look like they're conditioned for, is going to be the difference score-wise, and that's why I think she's ahead at the moment.
Oh, lovely little head kick from the Austrian off the back leg.
Begley has looked to respond, and now Hemmetsberger all of a sudden, thanks to a couple of those combinations, now leads on all 3 judges' cards. The one who had Begley 2 ahead, well, a trio, a succession of scores
It all started with that head kick, and the Austrian is picking her scores ever since.
Hemmesberger leads 3-0, and on the middle judges' card at the moment, she leads by 5. That was a good connection to the face by Begley, but probably just needs to up it, the ferocity and the velocity as well, because Hemmesberger is scoring really well.
Dee is very capable of pulling this fight back. She's very composed, no matter how many times she gets hit, or she's composed and taking her shots. It's not over for just yet.
No, going into the last round here, even with the Austrian 3 up, you've got a whole lot of fighting left to go for sure.
And that is the end of the second round with 1 to go. Hemmesberger leads 3-0. Ready for the third and final round. Stella Hemmesberger leading by 6, 4 and 1 point respectively across the 3 judges' cards, and Begley having to go massively in the offensive right at the start of this final round. She's the defending champion from last year. Hemmesberger in her first Irish Open final looking to dethrone. Begley had Hemmesberger against the ropes very briefly, but the Austrian, the Salzburger, turning it around really well. And the tightest margin right now in the judges' cards is 3 points from judge number 3. 3-0 for Hemmesberger and looking good.
A lot of work to do in this third round for Dee Begley, but she's capable of doing it. If she stays composed, keeps the hard shots, she may need to look for a knockout, but again, she's capable of that as well. I think the Austrian's tiring here, but...
Yeah, I would agree. The Austrian, though, is very tidy. She's a very sharp fighter, and she seems to be catching her with good combos, answering each time. So, like you said, I think we're going to need something pulling out the bag to change this third round.
Yeah, I think it'll have to be a knockout. But it has been a good fight.
In terms of the points, Begley only needs to convince 2 of the 3 judges. The middle judge has Hemmesberger 7 points clear at the moment. The other 2, now it's just a 2-point margin. Begley is beginning to convince them, but she's only got 30 seconds, and really we're looking potentially at a knockout being the only route for her now.
Yeah, I think both fighters are tiring here. They've given absolutely everything.
Oh, that's a bit of a painful one for Begley as well, though. That'll sting a little.
Standing 8 count. I think that's more or less sealed it for the Austrian. But credit to both girls, they gave an absolutely great show.
Hemmesberger gets the win. That was a resounding victory. It's her first win at the Irish Open. And if I'm not mistaken, it is her first victory as part of the World Series. Hemmesberger's got an excellent win here by 3-0, and not much doubt about it. She increased the lead as it went on, and Begley, K1, she was the defending champion in it, but this was a bit of a different beast from what she's fought in previously, and obviously the MMA circuit as well. Stella Hemmesberger of Austria gets the win, and what a win too for her. Bronze in the World Championships in Sarajevo, gold in the Irish Open in Dublin. She's on Stella Street.
Thank you very much. I'm just so happy to win this tournament. One of my big goals this year, and all achieved it.
It's great to see you still smiling at the end, so a few words from yourself.
Yeah, myself and Stella fought last year, and we had a great fight as well last year. So I'm ready to run it all back again next year at the Irish Open.
Our next matchup, Will, is an All-American affair.
Yes, it's Bailey Murphy against Kevin Walker. Bailey Murphy, who is in the black and yellow, Kevin Walker in the red and black. Walker of the All-Stars team. Big US name, he's been on the karate circuit as well.
Yeah, both these fighters fight on the karate circuit in America. Both that have to adapt when they come to Europe, but both did exceptionally well today to make the final of this huge division. Would be familiar with each other. Two very, very good fighters. That's an excellent head kick. 2 points for a head kick. Good start from Bailey Murphy. He has a really good front leg.
Bailey Murphy well on the offensive. Kevin Walker was ahead with the opening score.
So this is 3-1 to Bailey Murphy. That head kick was exceptional at the start. That got the momentum for him. But Kev Walker's pulling it back, 3-2, JC.
Yeah, you said at the start these guys know each other well, and sometimes that can make it quite a cagey fight.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to give much away. But these guys are not holding back. They're sending all their guns out straight away.
They like to hit too. The Americans, they love to hit.
Yes, yeah, like the Europeans, I would say personally we have a much more tactical game than they do, but where these guys clearly make up and have dominated this division is, by being strong fighters.
Bailey Murphy is 6-4 up at the moment. It's been a go-getting opening round. Walker's got another one back there for 6-5. And that's the end of the opening round. Murphy just picking up one more right at the end to go 7-5 up.
Yeah, that was a good round. I think Bailey had a better first round. I know the scorecard says that as well, but I think he's been the cleaner fighter.
Yeah, he's been dominant on the push-off from the start of each fight, where the stop-start way is played, and he's just been reacting first.
And we start round two.
Kevin Walker's been a bronze medalist twice previously at Irish Opens over the last 2 years, and the point fighting grand champion.
He also won a gold medal this year, Will, as part of the team event with All Stars. They beat everybody and took the gold, but he's going to have his work cut out to take the gold here. 9 points to 6 now to Bailey Murphy in the middle of the second round. But one thing is, it's great to see, JC, the American fighters coming and trying out here and going against the best Europe has to offer.
Yeah, and hats off to them for that, because they've been doing it for some time now. I can remember when this event was back in the basketball arena and they first came over that year. Jaddy Tension and a few of the others came over, and these guys are following their legacy now. So yeah, it's great to see.
And it's also noted that we have a few of our top fighters that go there as well. Elijah goes there, Conor McGlinchey goes there, some of the Hungarians fight out there as well. So it is good to see the Europeans and the Americans embracing each other's styles and competing on both continents.
Yeah, likewise. I think it has been for some time now a mix of the styles, and there's definitely a common ground now between competing both sides.
This is a great performance from Bailey Murphy. I'm very, very impressed with him in this fight here. He's taking Kevin Walker apart. He's 17-10 up. He's doing great work. That front leg, he's timed it, following with the hands. It's good.
Yeah, there's a few points here from Kevin, but it's a little too late now for sure.
And Murphy picks up a late one as well. Walker has got the injury.
It's all but over, Will.
3 seconds to go. A little bit of medical attention needed, a little nod from Kevin Walker to confirm that he'll get over the line in terms of the fight, but Bailey Murphy's going to win it comprehensively. A lead of 6 right at the end. 18-12. Bailey Murphy beats his American compatriot Kevin Walker. K-Swift, what a really good victory for a man who took gold in the Cadets and Junior World Championships here 4 years ago. Bailey Murphy did an excellent job, and he takes it by 18 points to 12.
We've got John Kavanagh in the ring presenting these trophies.
Kevin and I have been fighting each other for a couple years now. Every time we fight, it's not like someone's going to win by a lot. It's always a great fight. And I'm just happy that we were able to show that the Americans are the best by coming out and being first and second at the Irish Open in the -79 kg division.
Yeah, it's a big, well-stacked division. You know, we only saw your fight, but it's a real stacked division. Do you come up many Europeans on the way through?
Yes, for sure. I fought all Europeans except for one American, so it gives me great pride that 2 Americans shared the final. So it's awesome. Watch this guy grow from a long time, and for him to be the champion is awesome.
So there's light content, women up to 65 kg, Natasha Baldwin of Scotland. She's in the white trousers against Beatrice Ledebour of Austria, who took bronze in the World Championships last year, gold in the Hungary World Cup and the Austrian Classics. This is on the judges' cards. The Baldwin, European and World Champion out of the Wolfpack Martial Arts Club in Scotland. And Ledebour will know that she might have to be on the back foot a bit in this, and Baldwin already 2-0 up.
Yeah, she's extremely dominant. She's so intelligent, uses the ring well. She's a point fighter. She brings both skill sets to the tatami. She mixes from one to the other. Really good fighter.
I think a big thing to note here is the dominance. What I see at the moment is she's controlling the distance really well. She uses that front leg to measure and then react from that, you know, seeing what her opponent's doing.
Yeah, and she's also controlling the center of the area, which is hugely important in tatami sports, to control the middle and make your opponent do the work.
All 3 judges had Baldwin in front. The third now have them level again, but Baldwin leading by 2-0 and just trying to get herself straightened up again.
That's a great score. She's ahead on all 3 judges after that one. Really good job.
Baldwin so far has tended to be the first to go for it when they've been in that situation, right in the center of the tatami. It's not an extensive lead on all the scorecards, as Ledebour has managed to be level on occasion, at least one judge's card, but Baldwin doing really well in that opening round.
Yeah, for me, it's not about the scorecards here, it's the performance. She's just absolutely wiped the floor with her.
Second round.
So into round 2, Natasha Baldwin, the Wolfpack Martial Arts Club in Edinburgh, the multi-world champion. And she's keeping herself out of trouble. Ledebour having to go on the offensive quite a bit with some high kicks there, but Baldwin each time just shuffling back, keeping the distance, and a bit of a low one there.
Yeah, it's just ring management. That's all it is. It's really, really good ring management. Very effectively. You mentioned Wolfpack Martial Arts, it's her own club. Herself and her husband, Kevin, a very, very well-known coach.
I couldn't agree with you more on Natasha's dominance here, but I think we should also shout out to the Austrian. This isn't just a one-round, one-opponent division. All these divisions are stacked.
Absolutely.
So, you know, she in herself has fought a lot of fighters to get to this stage.
And not only that, JC, both of these fighters went through other sections today and got to finals, and you know, like, this could easily be their 10th fight each.
Yes.
You know, this Austrian is good, and the way we are talking up Natasha's dominance, but that's not putting anything against the Austrian. She's an exceptional fighter. To get here is a huge achievement, the biggest fighting tournament in the world.
And then I think that also then reinstates what you said about Natasha's brilliance, is because, you know, when you can dominate against the best, then
Ledebour finding herself having to respond to the Austrian national team, and she has taken success in Hungary and Austria last year in their events on the world circuit. But she's been kept at arm's length. 30 seconds to go. Baldwin still leads on all 3 judges' cards.
You couldn't have said it better, Will. Kept at arm's length. That is exactly what she's doing. Using that front hand to control the distance, control the tatami. It's a good performance. There's no better word for it.
The Austrian has to be a little frustrated in that she's been really controlled in this, because Baldwin is going to take the victory. There's only a handful of seconds left, and even right at the end she's still scoring. Natasha Baldwin gets the win for Scotland. She's taken it on all 3 judges' cards against Beatrice Ledebour of Austria. And that was, to be fair, quite comprehensive. Baldwin picking up another gold medal. She has a house full of them.
Yeah, like Irish Open is always my favourite tournament, like throughout the whole year. It's the one thing I wanted to do after having my baby. I wanted to get back and I wanted to win the Irish Open Championship. I switched to light contact for the last 2 years, just for a bit of a challenge. I think originally I was known as a bit of a points fighter, so I want to be as well versed as possible, and doing the double again this year has been amazing.
So Molly Cooper is representing top 10 UK. And we've got Francesca Cecchi, who's representing best fighter from Italy. Just 2 multiple champions.
This should be quite something. In essence, it's the 1984 European Cup final. It's Liverpool against Roma. Molly Cooper of Kirkby in the white for Great Britain against Francesca Cecchi of Italy. Has won the last 2 world titles, the reigning champion, 3 in a row European champion from Rome, from Team Best Fighter. And the opening score goes to the Italian. Oh! Massive! 2 points to the Italian, 3-0 up.
Now, as expected, Molly to come out with that front leg. You knew where that was coming from, the top 10 fighter in white, straight from the mark, didn't we?
Yes, that was a very good counter kick. I think their tactics are quite well. The Italians have their tactics. You know, they seem to have watched Molly and they have a good tactic and seems to be working. They're 4-0 ahead halfway through the first round. Now, there's lots to go, but it's a very good start for the Italian.
Junior European champion 2017, Molly is, and she won 4 golds at the Belgian Open, the Flanders, the Austrian Classics last year. 4 golds in each of those events, 3 in last year's Irish Open, which she's 5-0 down now, is Molly Cooper. She won points and light contact last year here at the Citywest in Dublin. But yeah, Francesca Cecchi has her number at the moment, the world champ.
Absolutely, she's 5-0 ahead in the first round here. She's now 6-0 ahead. And you are correct, Molly Cooper's an exceptional fighter. She has other gold medals from this year's championships as well. And you know, this is surprising, JC. I didn't think this would be as much of a gulf.
Yeah, like I'm a little bit gobsmacked at the moment. I didn't think there'd be this margin so early on in the fight. Molly is a very technical fighter, but Francesca is just got her game. She's just fighting really smart.
7-0 it is now. 14 seconds to go in this opening round, and Cecchi has absolutely dominated. And Molly Cooper hasn't scored yet.
Yeah, 8-0. She's going into the halftime break here. The end of the first round, 8-0 up.
That is extraordinary. Little bit of foot repair to the footwear, and Molly Cooper just doesn't know what's hit her. 8-0 at the end of that opening round in favour of Francesca Cecchi.
What a performance. Okay, round 2. I'm still shell-shocked from round 1.
8-0 to Francesca Cecchi as Molly Cooper tries to respond, and how can she respond in this situation?
9-0, one more and we've got a 10-zip. Oh, one back for Molly.
Well, that would make it an 8-point margin.
It's no score because one referee was scoring a kick, the other was scoring a punch, so no score, still 9-0.
There was no agreement
that's one
that
back.
time.
That's one back, 9-1 now.
On the brink. 9-1. At least Cooper's got one on the board now. But such a tremendous fighter Cooper is, and she has been just utterly dominated. Cecchi won the Irish Open again last year. Enzo Scacchi, her coach, Team Scacchi.
He's there again behind her now.
Another point for Cooper, but it's 10-2, and that'll be 10-3. So Cooper's getting them on the board. She's actually leading this second round by 3-2, and that'll be 4-2. But it's 10-4 overall. She's getting points on the board. We're midway through this second round, and that's another one for Cooper.
This is what I was expecting from the start. This isn't over yet with a minute to go. It's a great fight.
5-2. She's outscored Cecchi in this second round, and that'll be another one for her. This is
the comeback of all comebacks.
This is quite something. Cooper from Kirkby, and so successful in the World Series. Medical officer just having a little look at Cecchi. It has been a resounding JC second round so far for Molly Cooper. Where did this come from after that opening round?
I think Molly's just come out ready to fight, you know, not taking no for an answer, and just taking the fight here to Francesca. So 40 seconds left. I think we're in for a fight now.
Well, this is quite a contest. It was all about Cecchi in the opening round, but Cooper's response has been brilliant in the second. It's a point apiece there. So it's 11-7 for Cecchi, and Cooper's coming again with 30 seconds remaining.
Oh, a little shot after time there. It's getting a bit rowdy.
Molly's known for a temper there, but it was the other side that gave that, so it's good seeing Molly stay composed. She's clearly getting into Francesca's head right now.
An official warning given to Francesca. 25 seconds on the clock, 4 points in it. We've got a fight in our hands.
It's a real thriller. That one went.
That's a real important score. Will, a real important score for Francesca.
One back for Cooper, but it definitely interrupted the
broke the rhythm.
Merseysiders' run. She's got another point there. We're down to 3 points, but there's 3 seconds to go. That point by Cecchi was a very, very important one. She's got the victory.
That was a fantastic fight. Fight of 2 rounds.
Cecchi. Well, it's not fair to say she hung on in the end. In terms of the scoring, you might think that, you might suggest that, a 3-point winning margin, but it was such an awesome 8-0 lead right at the start, and it was 9-4 in that second round.
To be fair, that first round was incredible, and you know, she deserved a victory for that alone. A really, really good performance, but great to see some fight from Molly. She's well known for her fight. She's only a young girl. She'll be back.
It's a very good sensation because I'm only 16 years old and this is my first real competition in senior. So I'm really happy for my job.
Akseli Saurama, who is the defending champion in this men's full contact up to 71 kg for Finland. And it is Irish opposition for Saurama in the form of Billy Dolan-Geary, who's been Irish champion and who's looking for a big home victory here.
Ring sports is a big part of Wacko Kickboxing. Previous years, the championships have been split with ring sports, tatami sports, but from this year, all of the disciplines are coming together to a single major championships at the end of the year.
Into the third and final round, the defending champion, Akseli Saurama from Järvenpää, just to the north of Helsinki. Well in control, on the way to getting gold again here against Ireland's Billy Dolan-Geary, who's done brilliantly to reach this final. The Irish champion is at the club of the former KBI Kickboxing Ireland president Michael McDermott. He's been on the scene for a couple of years. It's been very encouraging for him to reach this final, but Sarama has him. He's well clear of the Finn. And he has Dolan Geary very much under the thumb. Sligoman doing excellently to reach the final, but he's been just kept well at arm's length. There was a fierce old kick to the back as well, which he felt.
Yeah, the back being an illegal scoring area, so the judge has given him a moment here to compose himself.
Just reminding Dolan Geary that he's there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Dolan, just over a minute to go, he's got to be looking for a knockout now, and I can't see it happen. He's not been able to cause any damage to the Finn whatsoever throughout this bout.
9, 7 and 10 points respectively. The judges have Sarama in front. Just about 50 seconds to go in this. Dolan Geary can only go for a knockout, having to try and avoid that himself against him. Found himself against the ropes, managed to engineer himself away. But Sarama is just picking him off here and there. Good combination again. Came in with the right, then the right foot.
Like we were saying with the tatami sports, a lot of things cross over, and the Finn here he's just using the ring really well. He's dominated the centre of the ring and just scored points and got the job done here. He's not gone for anything big or silly, just racked those points up round by round.
Sarama has done the job exquisitely. He has defended his title marvellously. Every single judge going his way. The tightest margin was 9 points, and the largest was 12. All three judges scoring in favour of the defending champion, who retains his crown, Akseli Sarama of Finland. Tremendously of Järvenpään Kahut of Finland. Gold last year, gold this year, and it was a comprehensive victory over Sligo's and Ireland's Billy Dolan Geary.
Yeah, that's correct right now, but I'm still not champion, so that's a place I have to take.
Yeah, congratulations, fought really well. A few words from yourself?
I just like to thank my coaches, all that family people came out to support me, all these people here. Yeah, this is the first time I fought in the Irish Open, so even to get to here, I'm happy to be here. Do you know what I mean? I had fun.
Men's full contact up to 67 kg. It's an all Nordic affair again. It is Finland against Norway. Sara Kangas from Espoo on the edge of Finland, home of the company that made Angry Birds. Kulpara based in Oslo with the Fighter Kickboxing Club. Silver in the Best Fighter World Cup event in Italy, bronze in the World Cup in Hungary, European Championship silver medalist 2 years ago, and gold in the 2018 Austrian Classics. Into the third and final round, and Sara Kangas is clear on all three judges' cards, and it's happening again for Kulpara.
Yeah, he's swinging. It's a bit reckless. It's not really good work. He's gonna get himself caught. This Finn, he's using his reach really effective here.
Well, there was a Norwegian opponent who Sara Kangas beat in last year's. We had a Finnish win over Norway last year when Sarama beat Gasland Strauma, and it's looking like a Finnish win over Norway again here. Kulpara just isn't able to get the scores on the board. Sara Kangas isn't allowing him, and he's able to nick a couple of good points when he needs to, with the gloves and with the feet. It's an 8-point lead on one judge's card now, 6 for another, 3 for the man who had it level for so long, and all in favour of Sara Kangas of Espoo.
Yeah, we had a tighter first round, and you know, I think both fighters were just testing each other, but the Finns found his range early on in the second round, and really showing dominance now through to the end what we're coming to of this third round.
He's got the measure of Golpara quite well, and even when the Norwegian Golpara is on the offensive there, the balance just goes. I'm not sure how that's happened. He's had opportunities to score points, and it's not even as if he was trying a spectacular kick. It was punching that he was trying to do, and he just slipped. And very little, I'm afraid to say, has gone right for Kian Golpara in this. Sarakangas has been in control. Managed to get a good strike in there, though, the Norwegian. We've got 17 seconds remaining. 4, 6 and 7 points respectively, the lead for Sarakangas. Just getting the footwear adjusted, flew off. A little bit of surreptitious toweling as well. He needs it. He's trying to get himself something major right at the end, but Sarakangas has really had this under control. Golpara's in truth a difficulty finding his, and Sarakangas gets the victory by 3-0, and it's another win for Finland in the ring at this Irish Open. Sarama taking the 71 kg full contact and a weight division down. It's Tino Sarakangas who gets the win.
Winner, red corner, Tino Sarakangas, Finland.
Tino Sarakangas of Finland gets the victory. He's claimed gold at the Austrian Classics twice, Hungarian World Cup, and now he has a gold at the Irish Open.
Very nice. Weight cuts was smooth, no problem, and fights was crazy fun. It was a lot of fun to fight everybody against these opponents, and I don't know, I just go in the ring and do my best, and it always pays off.
Can't beat a bit of sawdust is Brendan Kenny, taking his own path to the ring and not the N17. Brendan GM Kenny of the White Tiger Club. Very well coached fighter as well. It's a piece of music that Austria's Valentin Kasanik is walking out to as well, but it probably won't mean the same to him. A repeat of last year's final. Men's light contact up to 79 kg finalists. One of the fights the crowd has come to see tonight, so a rematch of last year's decider, where Ireland's Brendan Kenny from the White Tiger Club from Galway took the title against the man in black here from Austria, Valentin Kasanik. It's a judge a piece in their favour, but Kenny's just taking the lead 2-1 with that. Brendan GM Kenny, coached by Damien Gorman, who slipped out of the commentary box for a few minutes for what is his main job of the night. Kenny's got a good advantage here at the moment over Kasanik, who finished 9th in the World Championships. Kenny, bronze at the World Championships at the end of last year. Gold in Flanders, gold here when he beat Kasanik. The Austrian claiming silver and bronze in different events here last year. Silver in the gala. Two judges scoring it in Kenny's favour at the moment. The other has it all square. The Norwegian is flamboyant, there's no doubt about that, as he tries to put Kasanik towards the edge. It looks as if there's a nice bit of control for Kenny at the moment.
Both fighters came out faster and stronger than I expected, actually, and then seemed to have settled into the first round. testing each other a little bit at the moment. Kenny's just been landing those shots more effectively, going to the scores, to the judges.
And Kenny well on the attack here, and all the judges are scoring it his way now. And he's got a really good advantage. It was a belting victory for him a year ago. His coach, who was so good, he was able to commentate the fight at the same time, but he's concentrating on being his coach right now. And Kenny, with 8 seconds left in this opening round, Kasanig trying to get high and score back in, but Kenny responding brilliantly. Fabulous counter, and Kenny, a nice smile from him right at the end of that opening round, because he knows he's in control.
Yeah, you could, if you were with us earlier, you would have heard Damon saying the control of the centre of the area, and you could see that at the end of the fight there. Kenny was in control of the centre of the area, and that's led to his free judge lead advantage here.
So into the second round between Brendan Kenny and Valentin Kasanig, and Kenny leading on all 3 judges' cards and looking to get this one over the line for the White Tiger Club again, having a very successful time, the World Championship bronze medalist, and all the judges seeing it his way so far.
It's tight though. I just put a call out there to the scorekeeper, and it is tight. There's only 2 and 3 points in it, but Kenny started this round well again. You can see he's dominating the centre of the ring. What this does, it allows him to have movability. So if his opponent comes towards him, he can move back and make space to shoot. And if he wants to go on the offensive, like you're seeing now, he's controlling the space. He's not getting cornered or pressured at any point.
It's towards the end of the bill, and the crowds have remained. It is a full house to see the Irishman look to put on a show and to get another gold medal to add to the increasing collection. And he's going about it the right way as well, where midway through the final round, and Kenny has looked quite cool in this, and Kasanig, who'll know him very well from last year's final and the other competitions around the globe.
Right now, the Austrian's just not doing enough. He's, he's down on the scorecard. He's 35 seconds left of the fight, and he's just not doing enough. Kenny's maintaining the distance well. He doesn't really need to do anything. He needs to just hold him off and, like he's doing here, run the clock down. Austrians, yeah, he's got to get in there. Game's going to be over otherwise.
Kasanig trying to get back a couple of points that might convince Judge to swing it in his favour, but 10 seconds to go. They're still all scoring it Brendan Kenny's way, and it's been textbook stuff for him. It's been a good show for Brendan Kenny, and he gets the win. It was comprehensive, it was unanimous. Just like last year, is Brendan GM Kenny who gets the gold for Ireland for White Tiger Martial Arts, and that is a popular home win. It's Brendan Kenny, he's done it again.
So delighted to be back at it again. I enjoyed it way more this year than I ever have before. I'm loving kickboxing out of White Tiger. I love it. There's not much else to say, but I love the sport, and I hope people at home get to see that, so it's great.
So this is points fighting men up to 69 kg. So Enrique Latona of the United States, who won gold and silver here at the Irish Open last year, was runner-up in the gala to Richard Perez as the ace Hungarian scored another big win and 2 golds here in 2018. Couple of golds at the Flanders International in September, couple of golds in the Austrian Classics, and he's up against Jay Daniels of Ireland, Hurricane Martial Arts, Eden Derry.
Really, really, really good fight this. So we've got a point fighting veteran in Jay Daniels, been on the circuit for a long time, fought in the inaugural Combat Games in Beijing, versus probably the most exciting up-and-coming fighter on the planet, fighting for USA but from Guatemala. The best front leg I've seen in 2020, Enrique Latona. So it's 4-1, but Enrique lost, is going to lose a point for an exit. The round 2 is going to start 3 points to 1.
There was a point taken away from Latona right at the end of that first round for an exit.
And he's won it back.
It's 4-1 again. It was 4-1, then 3-1, now 4-1. Daniels trying to respond. What does he have to do in the remaining 100 and odd seconds to get back into this? 3 points down.
It's exactly what I said at the start of the fight. If he's going to win this, he must deal with that front leg. And at the minute, he's doing everything he can, but he's just struggling to get around it.
It's a good defence that Latona's got up as well, and he's got the old front foot up as well. Brother Jason successfully on the scene too in kickboxing, musical forms family.
Their dad is their coach, Jose.
It is the weekend of Jorge, but Enrique now 5-1 up with just about 80 seconds remaining, and he's getting the right points, doing the right things.
Jay's doing us proud here. He's fighting and fighting and fighting, JC, but he's just running into a brick wall that is that front leg.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a little surprised that Jay's not kicking more himself, actually. You know, if he was able to get that lead leg up, he might be able to leg manage a bit.
Yeah, Latona's done himself a little bit of damage, so medical officials having another look.
Yeah, I competed against Jay many times myself, and yeah, I can only second that to what you just said.
And not only Jay, his coach Ilya competed against him too.
Yeah, we go back quite a way actually. Yeah, loads of great battles here as well in Ireland.
Oh, that's a good score. Unlucky.
Yeah, I
saw his back there. He got to his back. That's the critical part. But obviously the referees didn't see the score. But Jay's putting it up to him. 45 seconds left. 6 points down. A lot to do, but he's going to fight to the end.
7-1 for Latona, and Daniels getting on the offensive there, but Latona responding. 8-1, 30 seconds remaining. And Daniels has performed really well. It's looking like a silver medal for him. It's this Irish Open like it was 2 years ago, trying to force Latona out. Just having to readjust the gloves and doing it himself.
It's been a high-paced fight. There's been lots going on throughout the fight. You know, neither of them been sitting still.
Daniels went out in the quarterfinals last year. It's a great run to the final for him.
Yeah, he had lots of tough fights today. Some really high-level opposition in this section. -69 and -74 are always the most competitive sections, realistically.
Yeah, I would say all the divisions in the Irish Open are massive, but those
Also
ones in
correct.
particular are, yeah, stacked with talent.
Latona's had a couple of points taken off, but it's not going to change the overall result. He lost to a great last year in Richard Verez. Latona's well on his way to making himself a great as he beats Jay Daniels 6-1 on points in this men's up to 69 kg final. Daniels has given a really good account of himself today, though.
Will, it was a good fight night, finished with a good fight.
Definitely the biggest crowds we've seen for the gala, and they've enjoyed it right until the end. Irish interest right until the end as well. But it is Enrique Latona for Guatemala and the United States who gets the victory in this.
This is my first time that I win in adult, so for me it's too much excited. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Jay Daniels. Maybe just round up the 2020 Irish Open experience for you.
Phenomenal. As always, standard continues to rise year in, year out. The organisation, second to none. The officials, the media, world class. You won't find anywhere better.
crowd-pleasing musical forms demonstration from Jackson Rudolph of the United States from Team Paul Mitchell. So WACO President Roy Baker, long night. What's been your highlight of this full weekend?
I think really that we pulled it off. You know, there's a lot of challenges going on in the world, and my heart goes out to those people that in Italy and other parts of the world like Japan and Thailand and Singapore. So the highlight really for me is that we held this off. We worked this with the National Health Service, and we've had a great competition.
A full house for the gala, everybody staying right to the end. Some really good contests here too.
Yeah, I mean, we've had about 2,500 people here tonight. It's a premium show that we want to present this sport in its best context to give us the ability to go out there to the masses and inspire other people to take up contact sports.
Part of the Olympic family too, bigger, wider audience, more significance piled on top of the sport.
Yeah, I mean, we got Olympic recognition on the 30th of November in 2018. It was a great step for us, and we have a lot of responsibility on our shoulders now, and it's like me and other people, it's our job now to take this sport to the next level, get us into European Games, get us into Youth Olympic Games, and ultimately, probably, I won't be around into the Olympic Games.
Yeah, Poland hosting the next one, Krakow the next European Games. Potential for 2023 then, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah, that's my goal. That's my mission in life.
Nice one, Roy Dobrovica. It'll be very good to see it in Poland and obviously in upcoming European Games and Olympic Games as well. And JC, it's been a fun all night with an Irish win for Brendan Kenny right at the end.
Yeah, definitely. What we've seen tonight is a good cross-section of the sport. We've seen the men and women competing, the different disciplines with the tatami and the ring sport, but we're not done yet. Tomorrow we'll have all of the younger age groups on, you know, some really tiny, weeny ones. It's great to see. And we finished the championship with a Grand Champion Men and Women Open weight, which is the highlight of it all. And some would say the after party as well.
Always a highlight. And what was your main highlight tonight? Is there anything that immediately comes to mind of all the fights that we've seen?
I'm going to have to go with what we commentated on, saying we were looking forward to that Molly and Francesca fight, and it looked like it was going to be a complete one-sided battle, but then as you can see in our sport, it's exciting to the end, where Molly, you know, could have possibly turned that over. Personally, that was my favourite tonight.
Well, as usual, it has been a lot of fun, and the planning for 2021 begins tomorrow. Until next year, take care. Goodbye.